All right, so let's be honest. If we're a small YouTuber, we are not going to be freaking competing with Mr. Beast. We are just not going to be able to do what the big YouTubers can do with their big teams and all that. But now that we got that out of the way and we understand that and we can accept that, we have to think about YouTube differently and think about how we are going to build our YouTube channels in order to eventually compete with them. And the reason I say this is because today I was literally waking up, I was making some eggs for myself, and I was listening to this podcast with Tim Grover, who is the old trainer of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And this dude has done some damn great things with them, and he's taught them a lot of stuff, and he's taught me a lot of stuff. But in that podcast, he mentions this one thing that really stuck with me. And the thing that he mentions was Michael Jordan, when every time that he would go work out, the thing that he would focus on first was chest passes, which are literally one of the most simple, fundamental things of basketball. So the fact that he focused on the fundamentals, even, as he got great and as he was one of the best, just shows us that you cannot always, try to do the spectacular stuff right off the start. And even when you're getting better and better, you have to focus on those fundamentals. And the thing he said about that was that those guys like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, first they were focusing on being better than average. And then they were focusing on being better than good. And then they were focusing on trying to be great. But every single day they would go into practice, they were making sure that they were being better than average. They never forgot about being better than average. That's why they continue to knock down those fundamentals and do those fundamental drills over and over. You know what I mean? So for ourselves, or for myself, what I realized on YouTube is that's what I'm trying to do also. And it gave me more security in what I'm trying to do. So you might have seen my past few videos. They don't got really no edits. They don't got nothing. And I know that's not going to get many views. I know that that's not going to compete with the best of the best. It's not going to compete for attention with Mr. Beast. But what I am doing is practicing the fundamentals of, speaking and communication. And then once I start to get that down and really just drill that out, then I can start to work in, hiring an editor, hiring different thumbnail designers, and trying to compete with great people. But I have to focus on being better than average at the thing that I feel is the fundamental of my YouTube channel. So whatever that is for you, what are the pieces that you want to build on to eventually get to being great? So if you love editing with your channel, how can you be better than average? Like, how can you get those fundamental edits down? Like, there's those little things that you need to do. Maybe it's the storytelling in your edits. Maybe it's different things like that. Or any part of your YouTube channel. What are the fundamentals that you want to build? And try to isolate every single one of those every single time you're practicing. And as you start to do that, I feel like we are going to piece by piece start to put everything together and eventually be able to compete for great. But if you come out and you're the small YouTube channel and you're trying to compete with freaking Mr. Beast right off the bat, who the hell do you think you are? Like, it's just not going to happen unless you have a team, unless you have money or something like that. It's just not going to happen. And we have to be honest about that. But if we could be honest about that, then we can start to build on these fundamental skills and eventually be able to freaking take down Mr. Beast. But right now we're little ants to Mr. Beast. We can't do nothing. He's going to crush us. But if we could just build it over and over, eventually we're going to get to that. And I just want to drill that in because that's so freaking exciting. The fact that Michael Jordan, one of the greatest of all time, was practicing chest passes. So let's just practice our chest passes. Let's just do that over and over, drill that out. And we're going to be freaking Michael Jordan. I love you guys. Hope this inspires you. Hope this gives you something to work off of. Let me know if it did in the comments, and let me know what are those fundamental skills that you are working on today and every day. Peace.